Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, September 21st, and we're going to take a look at the market. We've got Bitcoin here sitting at right above $10,000. We had a drop earlier early this morning. We went down to $9,900. Then we've got a tweezer bottom here, and we had a nice push to the upside. Not quite an engulfing candle since we still missed this area here. But ever since we got this bounce here with leaving these tweezer bottoms, we've been gradually moving back up. You can see here where the MACD kind of bottomed out here, did the reversal right in here, and we just started pushing to the upside. We're barely making it to the neutral area here of the oscillator, so we still have quite a bit of room to move to the upside. We've got the 9 EMA has a slight uptick. It had a much more defined uptick here, but as we lost momentum, these two started to almost run parallel. So we definitely have to see some volume coming in, which is hard to do on a weekend, to see us push through here and break through all of these higher time frame EMAs. That's going to be a tough one on the weekend. If we compare it to the Tensor charts, you can see here where there's a lot of heat underneath the current price action, with the intense heat back on $9,500. Now there is very minor heat here at 10,400, and this reminds me of when we had the push earlier this week. We had almost the exact same scenario. We had a lot of heat at the bottom, very little heat up at 10.3 if I'm not mistaken, and we wind up shooting all the way up to this minor heat before coming back down. So we may see another scenario like that where we push up to 10.4. On this case would be 10.4 before coming down and eating up all of this heat here. If we look at the 12-hour time frame on Bitcoin, we're back above this trend resistance line. So we've been flirting for some time now with this long-term resistance line, this downward resistance line. This is the one that brings us all the way to the peak of the all-time high of 2019 that we recently had a few months ago, and we were trying to break above it. Now we're trying to break below it, and we've been holding it very well as support. We broke down really only one time with a significant close, which is this one, and then we bounced off the 200, off the gap line, better said, and the 200, but more so on the gap line, brought us back above it, and then we're doing the same thing again. We're bouncing off of it, and we're getting close to that 200 EMA and close to that gap line. So this is a very, very powerful support. The old gap lines, well, this was never filled, but these gap lines are super, super strong, much stronger than I think than anything else to see a bounce. You're going to see a bounce of a gap line more so than an EMA from my experience in dealing with gap lines, especially on higher time frame gap lines. The higher the time frame, the more powerful they are as support and resistance. I mean, you can see this here. Look at this, how perfect we landed on this gap line, and look how we stopped to the penny on this gap line. Look at all of this. Let me move this out of here. Look at all this whole price action right on that gap line. That goes to show how strong these gap lines are. So I think we're going to continue to see us play inside of this range here with these gap lines and bounce back and forth like a ping pong until we can finally break and get out of this zone. The rest of the market here, let's take a look. Here's ADA. So ADA here is coming into the apex here. This, nice bullish pattern. Hopefully we have enough momentum to break out of here and push to the upside and see something like that. If not, obviously we'll break back down, and we've got some key levels of support. We've got the gap line with the 100 EMA, we've got the 200 EMA, and then we've got this gap line that we're yet to fill. So that is going to be a very probable scenario, and then we have the support here if the gap line doesn't hold it. That would be the case for the bears, and the case for the bulls would be to break out of this apex to the upside and establish a new swing high on this move here. Let's look at the rest of the market here. Let's quickly breeze through. Algo not doing too good. ANKR ranging, ATOM ranging, BAT doing good, BAT consistently moving up, taking profit and continuing to push to the upside. So BAT is definitely looking really good. Bitcoin Cash is pretty much inside of this range, is on a downtrend. You can clearly see this downtrend right here. Clearly hitting this, we're getting rejected, hitting this, and on its way down, it's just getting rejected off of this resistance line right there. So not looking too good for Bitcoin Cash. BNB. BNB ranging inside of here. Let's see if we can establish some sort of resistance line. No, not really. Not really. So yeah, just ranging inside of here on BNB. Let's look at, let's see what's next. BTT. BTT, let's see here. Let me go to the 2-hour time frame, kind of clean this up. We may see a possible break of this W right here up to this area right in here is where I would say if that W plays out, we'll probably get a move right up to about right here. Let me actually put it here on the chart. This might be an area to look at. As far as percentage-wise, we may see a move about 4.5%. May see one for BTT on USDT Tether. Seller, been moving up, got a nice drop here, nice pullback, and continuing to move up here. So been in a range here for a couple of days now on seller. Cause, wow, nice W. Nice potential move to this upside and complete this W. That would give us an ROI, if you wanted to play this, of about 15%. So let's move to a 2-hour time frame. Yeah, you can see it right there. You can see this right there. So this may be a potential 15% play. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But it looks pretty good. Dash moving up, definitely taking a lot of profit along the way, but consistently moving to the upside. You can clearly see that trend line just getting, put it right there. Let's move this one right here, right there. Just consistently moving higher and higher and higher. So we'll have to see how this continues to play out on a weekend where liquidity is always an issue. Doge BTC back down to 26 satoshis. This thing was 22 satoshis just earlier this month. It went all the way up to 28 for a nice move. For a nice move of almost 30% for Doge. Dusk not doing anything, just falling, and now has found a base right inside of here. Engine coin, nothing, ranging. EOS continuing to move up nicely. Very nice here. Had a nice little W. Now is forming a bull flag right in this area here. And I put the 2-hour time frame just to clean up the chart a little bit. So this looks good for potential break to the upside on EOS. ERD looking really good, continuing to push up, looking strong. Ethereum Classic just ranging. Ethereum continuing to move up higher and higher. This little W here, we may see Ethereum back at 224. Here is a potential. Here's a potential move here on Ethereum. So that's I'll give it about a $7 move to the upside. FET continuing its move to the upside from these lows here. You can see this here. It just doing really well. Just pushing higher and higher, taking profit along the way, but continuing its upward momentum. GTO, same thing, continuing to move up. Here's a potential W right in here. So there's a lot of good setups right now. The only problem is, will we get that volume on a weekend? That's hard to say. It's very difficult to get volume on the weekend. Can it happen? Sure, it can. Is it going to happen? Who knows? Nobody knows. All we can do is look for setups and see if they play out. If you guys want to play, $20 and see if you have nothing else to do, and you can throw away $20, put it on there. See if those setups play out, and if they do, you make a little bit of money. Hot continuing to move up. You can see the momentum. I had a nice move, pull back, another nice move, pull back, but it's continuing this trend line here, moving to the upside. Icon, kind of stalling out in my opinion. IOST, Let's see here if we can see a pattern. Very slight. IOTA, nice, moving very nice to the upside. Really strong moves. Link trying to continue to move to the upside, but kind of lagging out here. Look at the volume, really coming down. Diminishing volume is not a good sign. Not a good sign. We may see another collapse of Link, especially since they're going to have their event in a couple of days. A lot of people like to sell during those events, and you see the price just collapse. You'll see a bump, you'll see a bump on depending on the announcement that they make, but then a quick collapse after that. So it's up to you guys how you want to play that. LTC, not looking too impressive. Matic, same here, not looking too impressive. Let me look at the 1 hour time frame. No, just ranging here. Myth, same thing, ranging. Nano, nothing impressive. Same thing with Neo, nothing impressive. Same with Knowles. Same with OMG. Nothing. That looks actually bearish. ONT, nothing. Qdom, same thing, just sideways. T-Fuel, same thing. T-Fuel is putting in some incredible volume candles, guys. This is going to run in the bull market. People are not buying these just for the heck of it. It's for a reason. Theta, and it's going to be interesting, guys. We're gonna do our Zoom sessions. when we're in the bull run and these coins are running, I'm gonna start looking at some of these older Zoom sessions that we do where I talk about volume spikes and how people are accumulating, and we're gonna have a Zoom session listening to clips of older Zoom sessions so that you're prepared for the next bull run in 3-4 years. Once the market turns to bear again for another year and a half and then goes into bull, you guys will be prepared in the next bull run in 4 years. So you guys will be able to recognize those signs with those spikes of volume and remember how we emphasize those and what to look for in 4 years when we go through another bear bull cycle. TRX, nothing really, just sideways. Same thing with VET. Waves looking very bearish. Wind looking neutral. XLM, sideways, neutral. Monero, same thing, neutral zone. XRP, same thing. So not much. A handful of coins are looking promising. Zcash looking bearish. ZIL looking bearish. ZRX looking super strong. Look at this. Very strong. Potential completion of this W will put you inside of a range of about 13%. Looking good on ZRX. All right, guys, let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance dropping. Wow. Dropping nicely down to 69.61% on TradingView. So at least we have that working in our favor. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to have a big baby shower. We're setting up all day today for a big party we're having at our home today. I'll post some pictures on my Instagram so you guys can check it out. And other than that, I'm just going to hang out with family this weekend. And we'll be back on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for our daily Monday through Friday Zoom session. Till then, guys, have a wonderful day.